Hey, what is going on, guys? Clash with Cree here, and today I am back with another base build. Today we are going to be focusing on a base that I would actually use if I were to be in an arranged war, potluck, any hard random matchup that we do get. For example, the Bronx City war. Typically I get dipped on, but in friendly challenges, most of these bases can hold up to 5 hits. Not 5 hits, 3 to 5 hits is usually when they get tripled. But I will show you guys now. We're going to build a base. Starting off, I like to put my air defenses down first. That's one thing that I've been doing recently, as in the past 3 weeks. And then from here, what I do is I make sure they're spaced out enough. And then what you're going to do is you're going to make sure that a queen walk cannot get any air defense on your base, and if you do or a queen walk cannot get any air defense without breaking into the base. They are going, see here, 4 tiles back on the air defense, and I'll make sure the queen cannot get it. Another thing you want to do is make sure if you have a you need to make sure that a queen cannot get multiple air defenses on a walk as well. So to do this, I typically would make a break here, and then what that does is they would have to wall break in there, and then I can drop a sweeper in there, clan castle troops, barbed king, to make that harder for them to do, to make that walk a lot harder on them. And then just going to bring this, we're going to do a smaller compartment here up like this, and then have this as a bit of a bigger box there, and then we're going to have a break going across the base from here, and this is going to act as a pseudo dead zone for bowlers, as well as other types of troops that may come across your base. Sorry if I sound groggy this morning, guys. I had a 12-hour shift yesterday. But as you can see there, we are going to then, right here, move this wall up like that, and then have just a small wall breaker box there with a wizard tower. And that wizard tower will likely prevent anybody from wanting to break in there. And then we have our division between our air defenses over here, as well as our dead zone to mess up pathing between the top 2 air defenses. Next, we will come down here, and this will be a very deep air defense on this side. And then bring a wall up there like that, and then right here we're going to have our queen compartment up here like so, like that. She can go there, and then for air defenses between these we're going to have another break, and then for this air defense bring our walls up like so. Should probably wall off this queen compartment like that, and then a break here, and then bringing a compartment up there like that. I need to remember I have the extra 25 walls as I'm on my Town Hall 10. I'm trying to find a device to use for my Town Hall 9, but right now my phone's not compatible, so sorry about that. But for here, we'll drop another dead zone on the back part of this queen compartment like that. We can always drop Teslas in there, or other buildings that you may wish to place, and that's all we have for our walls. And typically what I will do is my queen is up here, so I could either have a Tesla farm on the south side or the east side of the base, and seeing as the Tesla farm, if it were on the very bottom of the base, would be in the range of our queen compartment, would be not in the range of our queen compartment, in the range of the air defense there. We want to put it on the right side of this base. It's still very far from our queen. They need 2 jumps to come across the base and get to this from her, so pretty big distance for them to cover there. And then we'll just have some cannons over here, and what that'll do is they won't know what's in the area. They'll think it's a pretty light DPS zone, 4 balloons, just 1 wizard tower there, so they'll fly a hound over. The hound will get to the air defense fine, but balloons will have a very hard time getting across the Tesla farm there. I just noticed my sweepers aren't maxed. And then for air sweeper wise, we'll have an air sweeper right here pointing out across the Tesla farm. And then, oh, I put the air sweeper in the wrong spot. Typically expos, you don't want them to be able to be walked as well, so an expo could go in right here if we move that wall up there, and this expo cannot be walked. What the expo is going to do, if you have it on ground, you want to make sure, or on air and ground, you want to make sure it can cover some of the outside of the base. If you have it on ground, you'd want it somewhere in here. So we will leave it on air and ground right there. And then have our king, who will go between these air defenses, and then we will get our second expo coming in here, which will be on air and ground, and then a sweeper pointing south across the base, followed by a, that might be a problem, that sweeper, due to it pushing the hound back into Tesla range, but we will put a gold storage right in there. Queen will come into that nook, and the expo and cannon will aggro onto her. In front of our Tesla farm, we will have just 1 storage barracks, and then a gold storage right here. Don't want to make the Tesla farm obvious, guys. That's one of the keys to a good Tesla farm. You keep it hidden from the attacker. Make sure the attacker does not know it's there. So since we have, on that side, we have 2 spaces up here, we will make the space off the wall, and then we will bring this up like so, over here, for trash buildings. And then as we come down here, we need to think about where we want archer towers to be placed. We can put a few on the bottom and stack our air covering units, air targeting units on the bottom section of the base. As we have our Tesla farm on the right, so just make it hard for a fresh Laloon. And then we'll have a lot of point defense on this left hand side. Make the attacker think the right is easier, so they'll send their kill squad through the left, try and get those defenses down, and they'll try and hog the right side, which hog or balloon, and at that time the Tesla farm will pop and screw up their raid. So over here, wizard tower out of air defense range, that's key. If you're not going to do that, you want to have them defending wall breakers. Typically you don't want too many air defense or air targeting units near your queen, so we're just going to put a cannon there and then call that a day. Then drop some storages on the left to make funneling a little bit harder. An interior archer tower there. No archer tower. before this air defense, both expos will be in range over here. So we will put a dark elixir storage like so. And then for giant bombs, I'm going to move this wall. No, that wall can stay. This cannon can move up, and a giant bomb can go right there. That's on the back half of the Tesla farm, so as the troops come to as the heal's wearing off on the troops, they'll jump over the wall to the air defense and hit that giant bomb. Likely better to have this like that, this back here. And then the bomb here. So the hogs that jump the wall hit that bomb. That's not going to trigger on all of them. Okay. And a spring trap here. Next up we have an archer tower to place still, I believe. Yeah, that'll go there. Increase some of the air coverage on that side of the base. As for this Tesla, we will then move over there as there's nothing targeting that area of the base. And then we can move this building down like that and continue our double buildings acting as the Valkyrie ring. As for mortars, mortars are typically to screw up golem pathing, so we will have a mortar down here. And we have one archer tower still to place, so we'll actually put an archer tower there instead of the mortar. And that will once again screw up golem pathing and just make overall funneling a lot more difficult for the attacker. We're going to stack up this side with storages. Actually, storage there. And then slide this one over so we don't need to put anything else in that queen compartment box. And then as for sweeper positions, we will have one sweeper pointing down across the base to make looning more difficult. And I have 29 walls still. Okay. Giant bombs, still working on those. One can go here. We could even have a double here. Would that work? Let me see. Yeah, that would work. Could have a double here, like that. And hogs jump from here onto the air defense and then into both bombs. If hogs come down from here, they have a chance of tripping this. Okay. Just going to have one bomb right there. And then we are going to fix up this compartment so we can have a bomb in here. We don't even have our clan castle down yet. Because our queen is so exposed, we will have our clan castle right there. To protect her, for our next bomb, we have one more bomb to place. That on that side, and then we can have a bomb right here. And then for spring traps there, here, here. You want them between defenses that you want them between two defenses so that there's no one-way spring traps. And then for this side, in front of these buildings, we will have some storages acting as tanks for both a queen walk and for a uh, for a kill squad. Mortar right here and all the way down here. And for our last mortar, we will put that right here as a little tank for our wizard tower as well as our Tesla farm. 1 gold storage can go there. We have 2 walls still. Probably want to camp here so that they can't predict which way a baby dragon could go if they drop it over there. And then another camp can go in front of this wizard tower. And on this mortar we will have 2 buildings like that. So many barracks. We'll drop another barracks over here, and we will start making our trash ring on this side of the base. And then as we work up here, just going to drop in a builder hut there, a wall actually. And what that is going to do, they won't know if there's Teslas in there or not. There could be Teslas. Just creates more of a guessing game for the attacker. And then a break in the dead zone there is not needed, so we will not do that. And then we'll continue the trash ring on this side, like so. Then have a camp there, and a camp down here on the bottom. And in front of our queen, we will continue this ring around to her. And then whatever collectors we have left, we'll just drop in front of her to increase pathing. We don't have that gold mine. To increase the difficulty of funneling. So one extra collector will be dropped right there. Right there, and then one barracks will go there, and a gold mine will go up here. Then we have 2 dark elixir drills, which will go there, and then the lab can also go here, just to beef up the funneling on that side. If we take a look, we can go into our wall view, and we see how the base is laid out like that. Oh, I like what they do with the town hall and wall view. How many compartments do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 compartments, and then multiple dead zones. We have five little dead zones. So it's going to do fine against Valkyries. The dead zones work very well, screw up their pathing, as well as make it harder for them to get through walls. For spring traps, we have 2 more to place. We will drop in 2 by the expo. Lots of hogs converging there. Actually, 1 on the sweeper and 1 on the expo. And then over here, for our last spring, it will go between our 2 archer towers up there. Oh, there's a little slot between the archer tower and mortar, so we will drop it in there. We have 1 elixir collector left. This gold mine needs to stay in the bag. Then we have our red mines to place. We're going to do 2 by our Tesla farm over here. And then for our next red mine, we will have 1 right there protecting from minion funneling, and then 1 in front of this top wizard tower over here. Next up we have our black mines. 1 will go in front of the queen for dragons. 2 will go on this air defense at the bottom here, and then another 2 will go on the air defense over there. What we are looking for is 1 will go on that one, and 1 will go here. Okay, what we're trying to do is, for clan castle troops wise, I would say because your queen is so exposed, you'd likely want the 2 Valkyries, Baby Dragon, and Wizard. What that is going to do, if they try and king swap your queen with their Barb King, the Barb King won't get to the Baby Dragon. When the Barb King pops his ability, the Valkyries will kill the Barbs, and the Baby Dragon will also splash down the defending king, making it relatively easy for you to defend that king swap attempt. Over here we will drop in 2 skeleton traps. Not only will this increase the difficulty of a queen walk from this area, but any queen, any hogs or hogs that come in there will get wrecked by the skeletons. We'll switch this one to air. This one will remain on ground and be a little bit further back. No, this one will be on air. Both of them will be on air over here. Typically, people don't bring 2 poisons with a Laloon, so they won't be able to poison down the air traps. And your skeleton traps will wreck those balloons. As for over our little bombs, we have 6 to place. We want to make sure wall breaking is difficult right here, as well as right here, as there is that longer compartment. We can move this down, and then we don't even need a wall breaker there, a wall breaker trap there. We have the wizard tower, and then for right here, we need to defend wall breakers from that area. And we have 2 bombs left. This wizard tower covers that corner. This one covers over there. Nothing really covers this corner. So we'll have that there. And then as for our last little bomb, we will put it right over here. There. Okay. And then for our builder huts, we will get those down shortly. Going to move the we'll wedge it against this side so a queen does not have enough time to does not have much time before she engages the point defense there on that side, or a wizards. And then where did that wall come from? Oh, that's the extra wall. Okay, we still have this wall. We have 1 wall. It'll go there. That'll screw up Valkyries. They can't break that corner. And then right here, we'll drop in our builder huts. Always putting those in the corners for the Town Hall 6 strategy, and then 1 on the furthest point. 1 there, and then 1 in the middle, like so. That's about a wrap for the base. We'll go into scout mode. You can see lots of holes in the base, not holes, but gaps. So you can't really guess where the Teslas are. They could be on the left side there. On the right side, they don't actually look like they would be there. On the bottom, they could be on the top by the queen. Just lots of places for those Teslas to be. As for air defenses, we have them very, very compact. And then we have the 3 dead zones in between them to protect them from a logo bull. Our king is very far away from our queen. And then for defenses, he is covering a lot of those. So hogs on those will be getting hammered by him for a long time. And then as for our expo coverage, this one covers the entire base, as well as this one. This one covers the entire right side of the base, and then both of them cover areas which we think queen walks could come in, which is ideal. I hope you guys have enjoyed this base build. I will put this in photo mode so you guys can take a good screenshot. If you do enjoy, please let me know in the comments. And if you have any suggestions for the base or for our next video, please let me know down below. Hope you guys have enjoyed this one, and hopefully this base serves you well in Arranged Wars. Kree signing off. Peace.